So there are alternate order types beyond the main limit and main market order types. And the main one that we're going to talk about, the main alternate order type, is the stop loss. So experienced traders may find solely using market and limit orders can be restrictive. And here are some other order types that may be of use. The main one we'll talk about is the stop loss. So a stop loss is a market order that is preset at a certain price without being listed on the order book. It's mainly designed to prevent losses when trading. It's mainly used if the asset price drops to the predetermined price. The order is fulfilled as a market order. You can use it in reverse as well, but the main idea is, let's say you enter a trade on Bitcoin at 40K, right? You enter at 40K and you want to sell it at 42K, right? You want to make that 5%. Okay? Now, as we know, not every trade that we enter is always going to go our way. And the best way to protect yourself and to protect your valuable money, your trading account from being blown up or getting stuck is to use stop losses. So let's say you entered at 40K, you want to make 5%. Maybe you want to take a chance and protect your account, and maybe you'll set a stop loss at 38K, around 38,000. That way, best case scenario, if the market goes your way, you make 5%. Market goes to 42K. Worst case scenario, if the market goes the other way on you and Bitcoin starts dropping, you get to protect your capital and you take a 2% hit if price falls to maybe about 38,000. And we also see another similar order type is the stop limit order. Now this is similar to a stop loss order. A stop limit order is designed to limit loss one can experience in a trade. The stop limit order involves one extra step that you can specify two conditions. You can specify your stop price. This is the set price that activates the stop limit and places the limit order on the order book. And then we have our limit price. This is similar to limit orders where a desired price is made into an order placed on the order book. Let's take a closer look on the differences between these two. So here's a visual example, our stop limit order for selling. So let's say here's our asset. Let's say we're still trading Bitcoin. And let's say we buy here, right? We buy here, we're taking a long position, we're buying here, and we're expecting price to go up, and we want to profit off of this price gain. So let's say we buy here, and maybe we calculate, depending on our risk management, I highly suggest that you check out our risk management section for more information on stop loss placement. But let's say we set our stop loss maybe 3% below our entry. So our stop loss or our stop limit will be placed here. Price goes up and it keeps going up, but then eventually it starts to come down. It doesn't always just keep going. Maybe it just didn't reach our profit target. Whatever the case is, we're still in this trade and it starts to go against us, right? This starts to go south. And I'm sure some of you who have already experienced trading, you probably know how this feels. This part sucks, right? Price comes down. If we have a stop loss or a stop limit in place, let's say we have a stop limit put in place in this case, or we have just a stop loss. So if we're using a stop loss, price comes down here, our stop loss order is triggered, and boom, our position is sold and we are protected, right? Because if price comes down here, it's better to take that 2% loss or that 2 or 3% hit that you already planned for and you accounted for, rather than be stuck in a position that goes down 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. Especially trading crypto. Crypto is extremely volatile. Those drops, they are known to happen, and they frequently do happen. So it's better to protect yourself at all times. It's always better to just take those small hits. There's a really well said saying in trading: you want to limit your losses and let your gains, let your wins ride. Just let those ride, and you just keep limiting your losses. You want to really limit and control your losses and let those wins ride, and you'll succeed over time. Now, let's say we had our stop loss here. Price comes down immediately. It is put on the market as a market order and is fulfilled. Now, if we had a stop limit order for selling, let's say we're still in this trade, here we're going to place our stop order, and then let's say we have our stop at 39K, right? We entered at 40. Let's say we have our stop at 39K, and then we have our stop limit at 38K. Now, what this means is that if price comes down and hits this 39K, this doesn't necessarily mean that the order is going to be immediately sold. All it means is that it's going to activate our limit order, which will then be placed on the order book. So if price hits this level and does not continue to go down, our order is activated, but it didn't execute yet. Now, if price hits this, the order is activated, and then keeps going down, then our stop limit will be executed because it was activated, it was put on the order book, and that will protect our account from further losses. So it's just another way of protecting your account. This can be used in reverse, where let's say if you were shorting the market and you had some sort of protective stop above, price goes up, that would close your position. That way you don't incur losses, because if you're shorting, you're betting that the market is going down. So here's an example, a visual example of these three main types. This is particularly on Coinbase. So here we see in terms of buys, here's our market buy, where once again we only specify the amount that we actually want to buy. The limit, the limit buy, here we specify not only the amount we actually want to buy, but we want to specify the limit price, the price that we actually want to buy it at. And then our stop buy. So let's say we have some sort of stop. Once again, this is our trigger for our limit price that we actually want to buy it at, and then the amount that we would buy it at as well. The stop buys aren't as commonly used as the stop losses, or as the stop sells. Those are more commonly used, at least particularly on Coinbase. Coinbase does not allow for derivatives or shorting the market for now, but if you are using an exchange that allows you to short, you would use stop losses to prevent losses if price continues going up. And once again, highly suggest that you check out our risk management lesson for further help with placing a stop loss, regardless if you're longing or shorting the market. Here's the examples for the sell orders. A market sell, once again, only specifying the amount that you wish to purchase and wish to sell. Our limit sells, you are specifying the amount that you wish to sell and the price you want to sell it at. And then finally, the stop price. This would be the price that your order would be activated and set to the order book. And then the limit price, that is the price that the order would execute at.